Welcome back to Homestead Glamour. We've got another deck tour. It is the Tuesday after Mother's Day. So we are in mid-May at this point. So let's see what's growing, what's having challenges, what's prospering, and in general what's going on here on my mini garden that I've got up on my deck. So my blueberry is looking pretty good. You can see we're just starting to form little blueberries. We've got the same story. Check out this blackberry though, you guys. Look at that. I got just a few fruits off last year. This year, I'm gonna get a ton of delicious blackberries. A lot of fresh eating, probably gonna dry some. Might even give some away to the neighbors. I don't think anyone else is growing blackberry. So all the flowers off, like probably all fruit in the world. And if you know differently, let me know. It starts out green, so that's what your blackberry looks like at the beginning. Last week, I planted some bush beans in these cloth pots. Nothing's come up yet. I know beans sprout quickly, but so far, nada. But we'll wait. We'll see what's going on. I don't even know what this is. Some kind of flower I got? I don't know. If it doesn't bloom with something, we'll get rid of it. Check out my Cubanelle sweet pepper. You see that? We've got tiny little bell pepper buds. Marigold's doing well. Same thing for the lunchbox mix. You can see that? Tiny little peppers. Herb garden over here. Herb gardens are really the easiest. So I've got my basil here. My pansies aren't looking super duper happy, but what are you gonna do? Clover loves to grow, so we've got some weeding to do. In the deck garden. Finish up that later. So right here, a new addition to the deck, a fig. My husband got this fig last year, and the deer just went to town on it. I thought it was dead. We had it out front. We get a lot of sun out front. And I brought it up here to rescue it, and we'll baby it, and we'll see what can be done. You know, you can put some kind of cage around it, because obviously it's not going to stay bush size. It can't live up here forever. So we'll see what's going to be done about that. Okay. My zucchini. Looking pretty good. They always flop over. I've never seen the zucchini just grow straight up. It always just kind of flops. I guess it's a zucchini thing. I don't know. Our mammoth jalapeno is looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see there. We've also got tiny little flower heads. So the mammoth jalapeno is looking good. This here, I believe it's called a Dawn Redwood. These started popping up on our property several years ago. And I went on one of my Facebook groups, you know, with a bunch of people that know a lot about wild plants, different trees. And I said, what is this thing? Dawn Redwood. So this popped up, I think it was in my hydrangea plant. So I put it in the seedling. I don't know if we're going to give this away or put it somewhere else in the yard. All right. The hydrangeas. And we're getting a lot of leaf and no flower. So I've got hydrangeas planted elsewhere in the yard. You know, your regular blue hydrangeas, if the soil's acidic, pink if it's alkaline. These are white hydrangeas. Originally, this deck was not going to be for vegetables. It was going to be just my meditation, relaxation deck. And it was going to be all white flowers. And first couple years, I had some great white flowers. After that, nada, just vegetation, which is partially why I put pansies down in here. So I like broke off the tips. I broke off the tips of these just to kind of simulate munching deer, because my hydrangeas down in the yard, deer love them. And I spray a deer repellent every single week. Now it says on the bottle, I believe, monthly is what you're supposed to do. But our deer pressure is so intense that if I don't do it weekly, they munch. But they came back bushier and fabulous. So I guess a little munching is actually good for the plant, a little bit of pruning. These were geraniums. I had flowers for about a week. I'm not a flower gardener. I've had better luck with my little beginning vegetable garden than I ever have had with flowers, with the exception of hydrangeas. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because they were pretty and now they're gone. But if they're not going to bloom and give me something, I'll just put a basil or something here. So the pansies, you can see, I don't know if they're closed up just because it's not sunny, but they're not dead. I'm sure there'll be more flowers. In the past, when I've put these in, you know, they spread out and fill the bottom of these pots with pretty white flowers. So same thing here. Nothing going on with the geraniums. Nothing going on with the hydrangea. My lemongrass is looking wonderful. We're gonna get lots of good tea, lots of good Thai curry out of there. So another new addition to the deck garden is a sun gold tomato. Now I always grow a sun gold and then one kind of large slicing tomato. And this year I was in such a hurry, like I just want to get the deck done. And I didn't see sun golds in the store because I've never grown any tomatoes from seed. So I just got the black cherry tomato over there. I thought, okay, well now it's finished. And of course, 2 weeks later, I'm in the store, I see a sun gold and I have to have it. So it's gonna be something. So this is already bigger. I think it was about like that high when I got it. It's already taller. And then check out here, my large slicer. I've already forgotten the name. What was it again? A purple boy. Okay, look how big my purple boy is getting here. And we've already got tomatoes. So looking forward to that. It'll be a while. But look how big it's already getting. Big, bushy, healthy, looking pretty good. My black cherry tomato, you can see, look how tall it is. So I'm just about 5 feet tall. I'm a short stack. And you can see, so this is already almost 4 feet tall. They're like babies. They grow so fast. And we've got one yellow flower, just one. Okay, so far, just the one tomato coming in. I learned something new about tomatoes. I guess it's something I could have observed if I was, if I were someone that I should be, but I don't. That takes notes every week and every week and writes things down. I was watching Roots and Refuge, and Just Salad from Roots and Refuge was saying, just a little tidbit that when tomatoes get to a certain temperature, a certain heat point in the ambient, in the air, they stop putting on blooms, which I never noticed. All right, my elderberry is looking good. If you saw one of my previous videos, this was infested with aphids and the ants that were farming them. And I sprayed it with this insecticide that I thought was plant safe, but apparently not. I kind of burned it a bit. You can see, look at this. The crispy leaves. I just got crispy. But I rinsed it off and they forgave me. And there's no aphids and there's no ants. And the foliage is coming in good, so I'm sorry, little elderberry. You forgive me though. My wonderful lamb's ear, which has been used. Lamb's ear, I've read you can use as kind of a natural band-aid. It's soft, it's fuzzy, it's very comfortable, and it's supposed to be like antibacterial. Oh, and my lemon tree. Look at actually it's not my lemon tree technically. It was a gift from my husband, but his lemon tree is doing really well. You see, we've got new buds on there, as well as lemons turning yellow. If you've never smelled a lemon blossom, you're missing out. It's like this heavenly honey jasmine scent. It's amazing. So when this thing is fully blooming, it just smells wonderful. And of course, bees love it. And as you can see, if you compare it to the last video, leafing out, looking much nicer. All right, check out my green stalk. Let's see. Can we see the bird in there? Can you see the bird? There's a bird in there. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the eggs. Oh, yeah. A bird in that pocket. So my strawberries are doing pretty well, although I did have, some of these, they just, let me see, pick that there. They just molded right on the plant. It's been really, really wet here. We've had several days of just steady rain. And I guess they haven't been great because it seemed like they went from green to mold in like 2 seconds flat. So there's some more of them. Moldy strawberries, just heartbreaking. But overall, looking good. The cilantro is looking good. And the chamomile. Let's see. And then of course we've got another tier of strawberries, basil, more basil, lemon verbena down here. So it's actually time for me to rotate this. So I got this on a rotating base because I don't have full sun on both sides all day long. So you can see that's east, the sun rises there, and that's kind of the far side of the yard has got the woods. Closer in to the south, we've got woods right there. And they're also closer on that side. So to get best amount of sun, I rotate this about a quarter turn every day. I've picked a couple of strawberries off here. They're really good. Look at that. So not ripe yet, but if you've never grown strawberries, a plant ripened strawberry is just a revelation. So let's just rotate my green stalk quarter turn. Yeah, and the bird's gone. I see the eggs there, but the bird's gone. I was hoping to get you a picture. Most of the time when I come up, the bird like takes off and startles me. But the last few days when I've gone up, as long as I approach the green stalk slowly and I turn it slowly, it just kind of looks at me like, what's going on? What are you doing? I mean, I haven't eaten it in its babies yet, so those eggs are too small for me. So let's just get like a distant shot of the green stalk. And they just, as of course the plants get bigger, it's gonna fill in and look really awesome. There you go. Highly, highly recommended. I'm actually planting up a green stalk for someone else. It should come in the mail today, and I've got another one that I'm gonna put on the deck. I haven't decided what to put in it yet. I might just make the whole thing strawberries. I don't know yet. Oh. And last, our wee little lemon tree. No flowers yet, but this is what allowed us to get more lemons. We got good lemons the first year. After that, not so many. It's self-pollinating, but as always, with another pollinator, a cross-pollinator does even better. It's like having a really smart person with great ideas. You can have a smart person with great ideas, and they do really well on their own. Everything's fabulous, but when they get a friend or two that's also smart and creative, they bounce off each other and everything just gets better. That's my little garden analogy for the week. So yeah, let's just get a sweeping shot of the deck. I'll be most excited when the green beans come up. I might actually do green beans in my green stalk. Anyway, so that is the deck planter. That's what's going on. I'll just give you a peek at the patio down here. Lots of blackberries, lots of blueberries. A different video for a different day. Thanks for coming into my little mini garden. I hope you have a mini garden. I hope you've got a large garden if you've got the space, the material, and the time. But I firmly believe everyone should grow something. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.